The entertainment industry is a global, multi billion-dollar sector. Video games, television, and movies help us to escape and recharge. But there's some serious problems with the film industry as it is. While there's plenty of creative writing on the table, movie studios have no cojones, and they rarely take a chance on something new or different. Marvel, we're talking to you. Today, we welcome Alveena Khalid from Filmio to the show to discuss the decentralization of the film industry. If they succeed with their mission, creators and fans will have greater opportunities in the future. We're having makeup applied for our close-ups, Mr. DeMille, so it's lights, camera, decentralization on this episode number 645 of the Bad Crypto Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
Welcome to the Bad Crypto Podcast. Hi, my name's Joel.
Hi, my name's Travis.
Yes. And I am a blockchain-aholic. Hi, Joel. Hi, Travis. It's the Bad Crypto
You're actually
Podcast.
a nifty-aholic, more so.
I'm both. I'm like just more than 5 years into this stuff. It's really interesting to me because when I go in and I go all in, I kind of leave behind where I was. And prior to this, live video marketing was what I was passionate about. And we don't really do live Bad Crypto shows. We might in the future, but I wrote the book on it, I spoke on it and did keynotes, and then crypto came along. I'm like, oh, this is more interesting and more fun.
Yeah,
So
and more profitable in some ways,
and more
depending on
fun.
if it's winter or summer.
Right.
But here we are using a platform that you've used before, and the production value is much higher. So nicely done on that. And speaking of production value, today's a really great show because we're talking about film.
Talking about film for sure. And Filmio is the project. It's not the first project we've talked to about decentralizing movies, but just like there's more than one movie studio out there, there needs to be multiple projects that are attempting to accomplish this goal. And we'll see how it all shakes out. All we know is the future is empowering to both creators and fans. So let's get busy talking to Alveena. One of the promises of blockchain is to decentralize all of the things, and few industries in the entertainment are larger than the film industry, which is why we have gone down this rabbit hole with some other blockchain companies that are attempting to make decentralized filmmaking a thing of the present, not just the future. And today we are pleased to welcome Alveena Khalid. She is the director of growth at Filmio. The website is film.io, but make sure you pronounce it right. Filmio is the site. Alveena, welcome to the Bad Crypto Podcast.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you are the director of growth. So that means you go around and water all the employees and make sure that they flourish. Is that what your position is?
Yes, creating all those growth strategies. This is what I really do.
Awesome. Well, let's talk a little bit about film and what is broken in the movie industry that this solves. What problem are we solving here?
Right. So there are different problems that I can, really categorize them. First, let's talk about diversity. So if you take a look at, some of the movies that were released in the past 5 to 10 years, most of them are actually, prequels or just remakes of some of the popular comic books, some of the larger industries or some of the largest movie makers are the one reaping all the benefits, while all those indie filmmakers or low budget films cannot really get pushed. Either they don't release because of low budget or just don't get that much attention like the other the big filmmaking guys get. That's definitely one thing to keep in mind. The second thing that that can be put into perspective, or something that's sort of broken, in the current industry, is that if you are a filmmaker and you want to create and you have a really good idea, and then if you're creating this industry, and then unless you are part of this exclusive group of the best agents, or the best crew, the best script writer, and the best distributor, you can make a good movie. But if you don't, it's just really hard for you. The odds are not really in your favor to really scale your movie and get to the same level of attention. So these two things are one of the most common things that are sort of broken in the current film industry. But of course, the list could go on and on about the payments, about how the rights, and how most of the profits are reaped by the distributors, and not really the filmmakers and script writers of a movie.
Yeah. Actually, I just got a text that just came through while you were talking. I'm so excited to announce to everyone Fast and the Furious 37 is on its way out. It's really exciting times here. Yeah, it seems like that Hollywood lacks creativity, whereas there are more creators in the world than ever before. And there's not a lot of ways up until this point for those creators to really hit it big on the screen, right? I think Hollywood is really Holly weird. It's a very close knit sort of thing that's going on. And so for you guys,
Travis, I'll say this, Trev. I don't think Hollywood lacks creativity. I think they lack balls. I don't think they're willing to take risks that's outside of the, oh well, people
okay.
bought this before, so they'll buy this again. We need to make another Marvel, another Fast and
Well, that's
Furious.
the same thing, but it's like it lacks creativity. They don't have the balls. That means they're not creative enough. They don't have trust in their creations. And so I want to hear this about Filmio, because you say in the information about Filmio that you guys are transferring the power of the entertainment industry to the fans and to the creators to allow them to create and collaborate more. How does that work, and how are you guys facilitating that sort of creative process?
So how that works is that first it starts off with a creator. For example, if I'm a creator, I submit a project, and it enters the DAO, and that is where fans, which really covers most of our audience. So this is where they have fan tokens, which they gain. It's a fan governance tokens, which they gain through participating in the DAO. They can stake those and actually vote from the initial log line of the movie till the actual distribution process. They have control over everything that's happening, and they can really vote for what's working, what's not. Really get to get deep into some of the things that people are looking for, rather than what filmmakers or creators think people are looking for. That's one part of the process. Second thing is really about investors. So there are two things here. If I'm an investor and I get to see what projects are doing well, just by looking at the Go score, which is mainly how much people are staking, I get to see that I have visibility over all the projects. For example, as you can see, these are all the movies, and you really get to see how many people are staking to it. That's one thing that can be helpful to an investor in order to reach out to them, connect them, and build those connections. That's one thing. Another thing that we are building is called AI matchmaking. So this is something more of mainstream media has in common, like Netflix, where all of these content pieces are categorized into different genres, content type, geolocations, and even investors can put in this kind of information and actually filter down the exact creator they're looking for, depending on what type of movies or content or genre, geolocation they're looking for. So it really serves different kind of audiences, from creators to fans to investors.
So if you are a creator, you can have your project listed on the site. What does it take? Let's say is this before the film is made, when there's just an idea, or do you have to bring a finished product? How does this whole thing work?
So all of that, it really depends on what you have made so far. For example, we have a recent we're doing a initial round of onboarding these creators, what that takes, all these creators have to do is to add a log line, the title of the movie, lookbook if they have, and a poster, and a summary of how the movie is going to be like. So it's really flexible on how filmmakers want to take it. If these things are definitely required in the initial onboarding, and then depending on the response that you get from fans, you can definitely go ahead, add more actual content, and even get a lot of financing through, by creating NFTs, and these kind of stuff.
I love that. It's really fascinating how we're putting this thing together. And there's a lot of stuff that, I'm talking with another company that's been doing some interesting things. Supernatural University, they're going to be working with Netflix, and they're doing some stuff, taking AR, building it into the movie experience. So while you're watching the movie, so like things, you can watch the movie, then pull your phone up in certain moments and you can actually see certain things happening in your area around you, which is like, the entertainment space is really set to evolve. Like there's going to be I don't think there's going to be a shortage of creativity as we're moving forward on this, if it's being captured correctly. So what are some of the cool sort of innovative Web3 things that Filmio is working on? Is there anything really cool that you could let us know that maybe you haven't shared?
Yeah, so of course I've briefly mentioned on NFTs. So there's a certain one thing that we really prioritize, because our audience is actually both Web3 and Web2 users, and we're really looking into the mass adoption of onboarding these Web2 either creators or fans onto Web3. So adoption is a very big part, and we're making it very seamless to first of all enter the platform, because as you can see in the initial sign up, you can actually sign up through your email or through your wallet if that's what you're looking for. And then after that, if you're a creator, and of course we do not expect them to have sound knowledge about the Web3 industry, and this is why we have made NFT as a service. So this is where creators can actually create their own NFTs onto the platform. So it actually eliminates having to go through all of those hassle of it and getting those artists, the technical stuff of creating this NFTs. So they can actually, we make it very easy for them to create these NFTs, distribute them, get all of that, crowdfunding, and then and really use it to fund their project.
So wait, you said, hold on, Joel. You said NFT as NFT as a software, like NFT ass.
Yes, you got it right. Yeah, that's exactly
Nicely done, Travis.
That's good.
The word used.
I like that.
As I'm looking through the projects here, we encountered Super Doge, which we've had on the show before, and my son Zach has actually done some writing for a few of their episodes. So I'm happy to see that. This one here, dating history. This is interesting. This guy sitting here in front of the Mona Lisa will help you meet your dream date, even if they lived 400 years ago. That's a really interesting premise for a film right there, is to be able to go back in time to meet the girl of your dreams.
Which way do you got to swipe for that one?
Yeah. I just guess you just stake your token. So there's two different tokens that are involved here, and I can see them on the screen. One of them is the fan token and the other is the film token. So what's the difference?
Right. So let's cover fan first. So fan is a governance token. So this is what creators and fans will actually use to vote. And we actually had that launching real soon. It's actually scheduled to launch in the next coming weeks. So that's what most of our ecosystem is built around. Film tokens will come at a later date, where they will have an actual monetary value to it, and that is what token holders will be able to vote and actually get that monetary value out of it.
So I see here that you can reserve 100 fan tokens, and then you can help govern the film DAO. Is that just a specific film, or the Filmio overall DAO?
Filmio DAO.
So 100 tokens. I don't know how much a fan token is. Do we? I mean, are they for sale now? Are they available in marketplaces for people to buy currently, or is this a future forward thing?
Right. So at this point, we actually, so the only way you can really get fan tokens is actually by participating into the platform. The more you participate, the more fan tokens you get.
Okay.
But for the initial sign up, because right now our platform is not live, but if you sign up right now, you can get an initial 100 fan tokens in the, just for you to kickstart everything. But
I
besides,
just earned them.
also
I
has
just signed up. I have 100 fan tokens. I'm gonna sell them for
awesome.
$3,000 each.
But actually, you can do so much better than that. So we have a airdrop running right now where we're giving away 40 million fan tokens to creators and fans. So if you sign up to our Gleam right now, you can actually get, around 1,000 fan tokens. And if you refer to more people, you can actually get $1,000 in Bitcoin.
Wow. There's your
Nice.
growth. There's your growth strategy marketing at work right there.
Right. It's
Yeah,
smart.
it's
Definitely
all the team.
get people on board sharing the word. So when do you expect to launch your first film project through Filmio?
So our plan is right now we are currently in the process of onboarding people. So as I mentioned, we have started the initial round of onboarding creators, and through this airdrop, actually, we are getting a lot of creator, signing up, giving us their the initial projects that we can approve, because and at this point actually our early access is launching real soon, and once that is live, that's when we're going to start onboarding these creators. So hopefully next year you can really get to see it being a mainstream where creators and fans are doing their regular posting and staking on a day-to-day basis.
Good deal. Let me ask this question here about this then. So let's say a movie is ready to go. It's done. It's gone through the process, and now it's ready to watch. Is it like, do I need to have tokens to watch this? Do I have to pay somehow? How does that actually work so that those creators are getting the money?
Right. So we do have contacts with licensees and distributors. We have a huge network, even in that sense also. So it's going to be, distributed like, in a more traditional way across, different medias. And that is also something that, Filming is going to help with, through the distribution, the marketing, and everything that happens later on, just for building that loyalty to your project. Like merchandises and stuff like that.
So there you go. It's all rolling out here pretty soon, gang. And if you want to check it out, it is film.io, or pronounce it Filmio, or Alveena will come banging on your door saying, it's Filmio. Thanks for coming on today and sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Alveena. Alveena.
That's hilarious. You're thinking of that song. I was thinking of a totally different song.
What song?
That one song by Eric Clapton. It's an old blues song. Alveena, Alveena. Why
See that,
you go
Alveena?
so long?
Alveena put a song in our hearts, and it warms the cockles of my heart to see this project moving forward. I want to see the first fan, endorsed DAO film brought out. I'm ready.
Yeah. You were talking about the cockles of your heart. It has warmed the cockle burrs of my heart, which is a little different. Cockle burr is a little different.
Got it.
No, it's cool. This is a fun project. I think that one of these is going to get it right. Some of these people are going to get it right, and if we can take the power away from those almighty producers who are doing all the things, the executive producers, and hey, why don't you come sit on my couch for a little bit, then we'll discuss how we can get you in the Hollywood space there.
Okay, Mr. Weinstein. Weinstein.
I'm not going to Weinstein's office again. I didn't even get a role. Can't even believe that.
You got rolled.
Roll over. We're going to make you a star.
All righty, gang. Well, we appreciate you joining us as always. We hope that you're enjoying these more snackable episodes. We're kind of keeping them between 20 and 30 minutes and trying to deliver more value in a shorter period of time. Bad Crypto now with more value and less time commitment.
Yeah, now with less banter. And so leave a review if you like this. We'd like to hear from you, or message us at badcryptopodcast@gmail.com. Message us, review, give it a review. You got time. You liked it. You're listening to them. You're tuning in.
You're still here.
There's thousands and thousands of you that tune in. We see the stats, and I don't see that many reviews. So how about leave one?
Yeah, I mean, if you're still here, okay, you've listened to the early banter, you listen to the interview, and you're still listening to us. We're getting ready to wrap up the show. You're like, we're still here. I'm hanging with you guys until the last word, because
that's right.
You never know what kind.
Leave a review right now. We're going to wait for you. We're going to hang out here and wait. We're going to sing a song.
You never know if there's going to be an Easter egg after the disclaimers. Wait, there's Easter eggs after the disclaimers?
You didn't even know.
Find those by accident. So we'll catch you next time then.
No, we're waiting on them.
You wait. I'm going to tell them to stay bad.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor. This episode has no Easter egg.
Hello.
That's all I'm going to have at the end. Be disappointed.
Alveena.
I like mine better. Alveena.
Well, that's pretty good too. Yeah.
Alveena. We're making movies with Alveena.
A boom, bop, a mow, mow.
Giddy up, boom, bop, a mow, mow. Are the Oak Ridge Boys still around?
I don't think so. I think
there's that one dude that
killed the guy who was left.
There was the one that looked like he was straight out of the wood.
You broke his heart, mate. He's done. That was you got an Easter egg anyways, even when we told you wasn't going to get one.
I'm not using this.
Okay, never mind.
Just a spite.
Because you didn't leave a review. If you'd have left a review, maybe we would have left it in.
Bonus Easter egg for you.
There you go.